We all know that nowadays, Robyn Brown isn't active on social media, at least not under her real name. Rumor is that she still has accounts, but under pseudonyms, and I don't blame her. Hate comments fill all of her comment sections, and who would want to log in to see that? But there was a time when she was publicly active online. As recent as April 2021, Robyn was still tweeting about her life and about the show. But there was a time when Robyn was really active on Twitter. March 2015. The season 8 tell-all had just aired, and Robyn had a lot to say. She explained her Twitter activity with this series of tweets. March 4th, 2015, Robyn tweeted this. So I tried something the last few days. I tried answering a lot hate messages and questions thrown my way from fans. It has taught me a few things. 1, some people, no matter the truth you tell them, just want to hate. It seems to give them life. It was strange to watch. 2, some people really want to know the truth and have intelligent questions. They usually accepted what I said. They just want to understand. 3, some people are really seeing what and who we are. A loving family just doing our best to make it work. The love they see really seemed to give them life. It really made me hopeful. It made me have faith in mankind. I really and truly wanted to clear up rumors and misunderstandings. I thought if I faced it head on, then people would see the truth. I realize now for some people that no matter how much truth you show them, it will never matter. They will only see what they want. I want to promise those people just seeking the truth that if they ask me a real question without hate and without cruelty, I will try to answer. Now, those tweets gave context for a conversation, but the conversation is gone. Honestly, okay, for real, I'm not good at Twitter, so maybe it's there and I just don't see it. So if you can find these tweets from March 2015, then let me know. In the meantime, either way, unfortunately, maybe, stuff on the internet lasts forever, and lots of people screenshotted those tweets and even wrote articles about them. I remember watching some of this unfold in real time way back in 2015, but of course didn't have the foresight to document it way back then. Anyway, I know there are lots of people watching Sister Wives now for the first time, and some people who maybe have watched for a long time but didn't follow the Browns on social media back then. So I thought it would be fun. Let's go back. I want to share with you some of the tweets that I found most interesting that we can discuss. We can look at what Robyn shared and then talk about what hindsight tells us about where she was then and where she might be headed. Okay, let's start with this tweet, keeping in mind that all of this is from March 2015. The season 8 tell-all had just aired, and so this is all happening right after season 8. Someone asked Robyn, or it's not a question, they just say this, I will say it simply. Cody has deep love for you. Don't get mad, we all see it. Maybe plural marriage isn't the answer. And Robyn responded, I am not mad. He does love me, but he loves Janelle, Mary, and Christine too. I couldn't love him if he didn't. Then someone else tweeted, have you made efforts towards Janelle to allay her worries, about you and Cody running off? She seemed genuinely afraid. Robyn responded, yes, I have. I was so upset when I saw that moment. I told her that if he ever asked me to leave together, I would tell him to jump in a lake, but he wouldn't ask that. In 2023, these Twitter exchanges are kind of funny because they so directly get at a fundamental question about Robyn. Is she really as loyal to Cody as she wants us to believe? Or is she interested in what she thinks she can get from him? When their relationship started, marrying Cody ensured Robyn that big TLC check and an eternity in a celestial kingdom reserved for a man, his plural wives, and all their children. Now it seems like neither one of those is a guaranteed promise. And Robyn apparently tweeted that she loves him because he loves the other women. So where does this leave her now? I wish I had a definitive answer to that question, but at this point it's just kind of conjecture. To me, though, I have noticed the pattern of when Robyn speaks about her love for Cody, it is often conditional. it is related to his love of the other women and the other children, at least in the way she talks about it. Now, in real life, her actions, of course, it seems like she loves his undivided attention. She seems to really love his undivided attention on her kids. But when she talks about her love, it's conditional on him having good relationships with the other wives. I am really curious to see how that plays out in season 18. How is she going to talk about her love for Cody now? There are no other women, Robyn. It's you and him. So is it still true love? Let us know. Another topic that came up a lot in these tweets was Robyn's ex-husband. I recently posted a video about Robyn's first marriage and the contradictory ways that she talked about him on the show, particularly during her infamous purity speech in season 6.
I'm actually going to speak to the kids about the biggest mistake in my life, and I'm actually pretty nervous about it. So I'm going to tell you these 2 stories about 2 girls who had what they did with their purity and what happened. And these are true stories.
As you might remember, some of the older kids in that season had started dating, and Robyn wanted to talk to them about the importance of abstinence. In an interview with producers, Robyn said that when she was younger, she felt rebellious and lowered her standards enough to give her purity to a young man. And in front of the kids, though, she said there was a girl who was with a boy, and the boy only wanted one thing, and he kind of stole it from her. This anonymous girl, who we all know as Robyn, finally met the man that she should have given her purity to, and she had to apologize because the first guy had taken it from her. The other guy, of course, being Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna's biological dad. Now, throughout this March 2015 Twitter exchange, several people accused Robyn of talking badly about her ex-husband on the show, and Robyn was adamant that she had not talked bad about him. Someone tweeted to Robyn, "What about the purity speech you made in church? That is talking bad." And Robyn tweeted back, "My kids didn't know who I was talking about in my purity talk. I never referenced myself. You just want to believe I'm bad." In response, someone else tweeted, "She meant she never referenced who the man was she spoke of in her purity speech. It was pretty obvious who she was speaking of." To which Robyn replied, "Not to my kids. They don't know that story." So many people throughout this exchange said that Robyn had talked badly of her ex on the show, and Robyn denied it every time. But we know that throughout early seasons of the show, there were lots of instances where Robyn alleged her ex never paid child support, never saw the kids, and didn't really want to see the kids. Robyn insisted that she never bashed him on the show, but that sounds like bashing to me. Regardless, this whole exchange encourages us to think more about that purity speech scene, and to me, it just gives more evidence of how manipulative Robyn was willing to be to make herself look good, even if it was harmful to the people around her. I mean, she got up in front of the whole family and alleged that one of the children was conceived out of assault, and then later said it was okay that she said that because they didn't really know she was talking about them. So in order for Robyn to make herself look good in this purity speech, which I think was part of her goal, she was willing to name her ex-husband as an attacker in front of the whole family and her kids as morons. That's not a good trade. Of course, Robyn's finances were also a topic of conversation. Someone tweeted, "Victoria's Secret debt, but no crib?" Robyn responded, "Victoria's Secret debt was for long-sleeved shirts and longer pants and longer PJs. I have very long legs, so I had to special order them back then. That debt is paid. People are sure hung up on that." Someone questioned her further, "But why charge things that you cannot afford? Not for nothing, Walmart sells long inseam jeans." And Robyn responded, "I lived in a town without a Walmart. When you have some real questions, come back." Now, of course, I've never stood side by side to Robyn, but that long-legged excuse is a little bit questionable. Regardless, okay, to me, this back and forth about Robyn's spending habits really point out that Robyn is skillfully evasive with her words. She didn't tweet, "I paid that debt," or "we paid that debt." All she wrote was, "that debt is paid." But allegedly it wasn't paid by her. Some say that her ex-husband was forced to pay a lot of that debt, with Cody and the other sister wives paying the rest of it. At one point in the conversation, there were some questions about whether it was really Robyn responding or if her account had been hacked. But Robyn wanted y'all to know, yes, it's me. So she posted this photo to prove that it was really her. So, like I think I said in the beginning, all of these tweets are from March 2015. And it's interesting that years later, those big questions that these tweets were meant to address are still questions. Like, is Robyn more committed to Cody or the lifestyle that comes with being married to him? And what is her relationship with her ex-husband, and how does that impact her kids and their relationship to him? And what is Robyn's long-term plan for her own financial security? Honestly, the fact that these are still questions, despite fans asking for answers for years, coupled with Robyn's interesting ability to give just enough information to not really answer the question, makes me think that we'll never really have these answers until someone else tells us. Now, whether that's her ex or someone else close to her that just wants a bit of her spotlight, I don't know. Like I said in the video about her first marriage, Robyn doesn't seem to have any incentive to be more open with us than she already has been. This Twitter Q&A from 2015 might be the closest we get to hearing her thoughts on some of these big issues. Like I did for sure mention in the beginning, I only pulled out a couple of the tweets from this March 2015 Q&A session that Robyn hosted. I'm going to put a couple of links in the description box to articles and sites that show all of the tweets. So if you're interested in those, make sure you check them out and then let me know what you think. And in the meantime, do any of the tweets that I shared show you another side of Robyn? Or is this just more of the same? As always, I will either see you in the comments or in the next video. The Browns always have too much going on, and I love talking about all of it with you. Also, thank you for sticking with me through all of these voiceover videos. Sometimes life is like that, and you're just not ready to put your face out there in front of a 1,000 people. So you know how that is, but I appreciate you listening to my voice. And I'm sure we'll see each other again soon. All right, take care. Bye.